So you're all set to give a new product speech. You're going to give a pitch to 10, 20, maybe 30 prospects who are ideal for your business. You can't wait to tell them about how great your service is, all the bells and whistles it does, all the things it's going to do for them. Well, time out. Before you try to take your marketing materials and all your brochures and all the stuff your marketing department came up with telling you, here's what you got to say, you need to first put yourself in the shoes of your audience. What are they thinking? People get pitched every single day, thousands of times. Every email, spam, calls, text, billboards, we're all pitched all day long from businesses that want our money and they want our time. So the default mode for everyone is always going to be, no thanks. Not for me, I'm good. You've got to realize that psychology with most prospects you talk to. You've also really got to ask yourself, what is the question they have in their mind? What doubts are they going to have? For example, let's say you have some new online digital matchmaking service to match businesses up with great clients or prospects. Let's say you've got some great sales tool and you know it works. You have satisfied clients. You've taken people from startup to 6 figures in revenue per month in less than 6 months. You've helped people generate $1 million businesses. You know this works. And now you're going to talk to 20 new prospects. Maybe it's virtually. Maybe it's at a business networking event. Maybe it's at a chamber of commerce event. Before you start talking about all your wonderful bells and whistles and all your testimonials, you need to answer some basic questions that your audience is going to have if you want to be effective, if you want them to let their guard down and listen to you. And sometimes it's helpful to actually frame what you say in the words that your customer prospect is thinking. So if I were going to pitch somebody on this service, I'd probably start off by saying, I know what you're thinking. Oh my God, not another business telling me they're going to create this giant sales funnel for me and it's going to be effortless and they're going to be the perfect matchmaker, because my God, I get about 10 of those pitches every single day just on LinkedIn. Forget all the other emails. I know you're thinking that, right? Well, if I said it like that and I'm looking at 20 average business people who have LinkedIn accounts, I'm pretty sure they're going to be saying, yeah, that definitely describes my situation. Well, now I'm getting them to nod their head. Now I'm getting them to realize, I understand you. I understand your position. I understand the initial whoa, we got to get over before I even am justified in asking for your time. I've got to somehow figure out how to deal with that objection and how to make myself sound different from all the others. If you want to be more effective in giving sales presentations, new business pitches, talking to evangelize for your business, your service, your product, you have to articulate the very real, legitimate concerns your audience has. What are your prospects thinking? Why do they not want to buy from you? Why do they think you're here just giving the same old thing and BS? Because again, that's the default position most people have. Anyone who doesn't have that default position is broken homeless, because we're all pitched 10,000 times a day. So you've got to overcome those objections before you start giving all of your positive messages. And before you tell them how great you are, before they're even interested in hearing any testimonials from your happy clients or customers. Talk to people at their level on their terms first. If you deal with them, if you deal with their concerns, a lot of people are going to want to reciprocate. They're going to want to respond in kind by listening to you and to your concerns. They will be open to you. They will be much more receptive. Now, they might not buy from you. It may be that the product or the service that you're selling simply isn't a priority for them right now. Maybe it will be in the future. But they'll at least understand what it's about because you've dealt with their initial objections. They'll listen to you, and who knows, they may tell someone else, a friend, a colleague, someone else within their organization about your product or service, and it might still be a win. This is why it's so crucial to get feedback from audiences. One of the most important things you can ever do after giving a new business pitch is to talk to people who didn't buy from you and just ask them, hey, anything I could have said differently today? Any concern you have that I didn't address? And people aren't that excited about criticizing someone they don't know, especially someone who is in a sales capacity. But every once in a while, they will share with you their thought process in a way that's helpful to you. Back to my example, if someone's pitching me on some new platform to match me up with ideal clients and ideal prospects, I'm going to tell them right up front, I just didn't see how your product was different from the 10, 15 pitches I get every single day on LinkedIn. And you're asking too much from me. I realize you weren't asking for money up front, but you're asking me to learn a new platform. You're asking me to take time going to some website. You're asking me to fill out a whole bunch of forms, tell you about myself. I have no idea if this is ever going to pay off. And now you're asking me for an email, so I got to worry about spam I'm getting from your organization forever. And I'm very, very worried that there's some catch involved, like, okay, you'll introduce me to someone who's a great prospect for me, but in order to do that, I have to introduce someone I don't know, someone else in your database, to 5 of my clients, my connections, and now I've got risk to my reputation. All these things are going around that perhaps you didn't address right in the beginning presentation. So if you want to improve your sales presentations, forget the generic PowerPoint slide deck that your marketing team came up with, or keep that for the second part of your presentation. The first thing you've got to do is really address the concerns, the doubts, the worries your prospects have that you might be wasting their time. Can I ask you a personal favor? I'm trying to help more people just like you all around the globe improve their personal communication skills and to be more successful. If you hit the subscribe button, not only will I be able to help you, but that'll send a message to others around the world that this is a place for them. So please, as a small favor, hit subscribe.